Hey guys, welcome back to Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. This is going to be a long episode. It's the trial episode. I hope I'll be able to get it all done in one recording, but I'm starting my recording session a little later than I planned, so I might have to stop it sometime at the end. I might have to stop it after the execution. But I'll try and go as fast as possible, but slow enough that you guys can get it. Anyways, those who had heard Monokuma's command gathered on the other side of the red door. And after everyone had arrived... What the fuck? What? There's two of them. Why are there two of them?
What's up?
There's more than one of you?
No, there's only one. It's all an illusion. You only think you see two. I'm utilizing the afterimage effect resulting from me moving back and forth at a super high speed.
Oh god, there it goes.
Can you guys tell which Monokuma is the real Monokuma?
God damn it. Oh god, my stomach is trying to burp and it's not working. Can we get on the elevator yet?
You're no fun.
I have no intention of playing along with your childish games.
Fine, you win. Well, you're all here, so be my guest. The elevator is all yours. I'll go on ahead and meet you there.
Let's go. Wait a second, I'm not ready for this.
There's no running away now, Hagakure. You'll pay for what you did.
Oh god. I told you I'm not the culprit.
Oh yes, were you ever able to find that other costume? What about the note?
Nope, couldn't find anything.
How unfortunate. Then I suppose that means it's settled.
This isn't the place for this discussion. I believe the courtroom was set aside for that very purpose.
Sass!
She's right. We can talk in the courtroom. Yeah, I agree. That's right. I have to go. I have to do this. I can't just let Yamada's and Ishimaru's murderer get away with what he did. For those of us who are still here, and for the two who are no longer with us. There's a lot more than two, but... I think I gathered basically what happened, by the way. I think I got it. Someone in this room, one of these 8 people, murdered, killed 2 of my friends, murdered Yamada and Ishimaru. I don't want to talk to any of them. I'm just gonna go. I took a long, deep breath and let it out slowly, then walked toward the elevator. When everyone had gotten on, down we go, whee! The elevator's door shut automatically and began its descent. Yay! This is really fun. There's like none of us left. That's fantastic. Enveloped in the elevator's deep mechanical rumble, we drew deeper and deeper into the darkness. There's no turning back now. Until everything's been settled and all the cards are on the table, we can't come back. They could really be stuck down there for days, not knowing who the murderer is and not wanting to risk saying the wrong name. And they just couldn't leave. I just realized that. After some time, the elevator came to a halt and opened its doors. The doors of a cruel and unforgiving place. Place? I don't know. Something like that. Thank you, Monokuma.
Seeing you all here like this makes me realize just how few of you there are left. Feels like the climax is just around the corner.
This is all your fault. Why are you making us do this, dude? It's animal cruelty in reverse. I'm trying to burp and it's not working. Stomach, can you stop, please?
Wow, wow, wow! How can you not like me? I'm just so gosh darn adorable.
Cut the crap and get started already.
Oh, I'll start all right. I'm not gonna drag things out with a jerk move like the thrilling conclusion after these messages. So let's get this show on the road. Go find the seat with your name on it. Why does he say seat? There's no seat.
And once again, the curtain rose on a trial. I'm not reading this again. I'm not reading this again. That's just the whole class trial thing. Yes, please save. I don't ever want to not save. By the way, I learned that there actually are repercussions to you failing a trial. Like, you can legit fail a trial. And there's bad things that happen. And one of them, fucking Hagakure, Nagi, and Togami are the only boys who survive. And Asahina is the only girl who survives. And they all fucking have a child. Like, Hagakure has a child with Asahina, Nagi has a child with her, and Togami has a child with her. It's fucking weird. Ah, Jesus. Okay, what skills do I have? Deep in thought. What is this? It doesn't tell me what it is, though. It doesn't tell me what any of this does. There's nothing even there! Okay, I guess. Whoops. I forgot to look at my things, whatever. Oh my god, there really is like no one left.
Let's start off with a simple explanation. Your guys' votes determine the trial's outcome. Finger the true villain, only the villain gets punished. But make the wrong accusation, and everyone else gets punished, leaving your deceiver to graduate free and clear. Okie dokie, so first on the agenda is, we know who the culprit is already.
Okay, before I continue, I can barely talk with them. So I'm just gonna turn that volume down. I apologize if you saw that.
Ho, 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 ho!
He has no alibi for the murders or disappearing bodies, and most damningly, was found in that costume.
No matter how you look at it, that's not the right voice. You're not Monokuma. Fuck. No matter how you look at it, you're the culprit, Yasuhiro Hagakure.
I'm telling you, I didn't do it! I was knocked out the whole time!
Shut your trap, you filthy murderer!
Look who's talking! I'm sorry, Hagakure, we even have evidence. The blueprints for that costume and... What? Oh, and the numerous parts likely used to construct it. All of this was found in your room. This is unequivocal proof that you built the costume, dressed yourself in it, and proceeded to commit a long stream of crimes. I'm telling you, I know nothing, 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 I know nothing! Is Hagakure really the culprit, or that's the first thing that needs to be made clear? Yeah, it does. All right. By the way, my friend got this game on the PS Vita, so it's the official English release. Luckily, she changed the language back to Japanese for the audio. But it's really hard to do this actually on there. Your room gives everything we needed. Hagakure's message. These blueprints, these raw materials, they all point to you being the culprit. I know nothing! It's all a trap, a conspiracy. Why'd you kill them, Hagakure? Just hold on a second, please. Okay, so it had to have been something Celeste said. The handwriting on those blueprints was awful. But Hagakure's handwriting is nice! Your room gave us everything we needed. Where's the blueprints? Where's the blueprints? Where's the blueprints? Blueprints! 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 Yes! Yes! Because Hagakure's handwriting is so freaking nice! That's right! Ah, I forgot about that! I kind of did it! Yay! I got 100! Fuck yeah! Phase 1 complete. Alright, I did it. Woohoo! Did Hagakure really draw those blueprints? What are you trying to say? Take a look at this. This is the note Hagakure used to gather everyone together after Alter Ego went missing. Compared to those blueprints, the handwriting is clearly different, see? He's right, they don't appear to be written by the same person. He could have simply changed his handwriting. No, the difference is too great to have been only a change in handwriting. Anyway, I'm not talented enough to do something like change my handwriting at will. Then, are you saying Hagakure's not the culprit, Nagi? It's not just Nagi. I don't think he is either. Huh? But then who was Justice Robo, really? Are you saying Hagakure was right and someone else wore a costume just like it? The identity of the madman? Answer her, Nagi. Yeah, just push it all on me, sure. Come on, Nagi, answer me. What's Justice Robo's real identity? The so-called madman, the only one who could have worn the Justice Robo costume. It had to have been Yasuhiro. It's the only one. Hagakure is the only one that fits it. Hagakure. It couldn't have been anyone else. The costume only fit him, and in the end, we never found another costume, so there's no mistake there. Hagakure was the madman. You're not making sense. Didn't you just say Hagakure wasn't the culprit? It makes perfect sense. Hagakure was the madman, but he wasn't the culprit. That's all. Which means, exactly, the culprit and the madman are not the same person. What? A stroke of genius! Do you have any evidence to suggest the madman is not the culprit? Of course I do, but first things first. There's something that must be made perfectly clear, so let's talk about that first. Hey, cut the dramatics and spit it out! Everything has an order in which it must be done. So what is this matter you must make clear before we proceed? The method by which Ishimaru's corpse was moved. It seems certain things were used when his corpse was moved. Can you tell me what those were, Nagi? Yes, I can. They were the blue vinyl sheet. Oh, God. I guess the blue vinyl sheet. Right? Yes! Good! There's that, and then one more. The things used to move Ishimaru's corpse in the storage room trolley. Yeah, I did it! I was like, wait, but there's two. A trolley and a vinyl sheet, right? Why did he click his tongue at me? Let me explain. Alright. After Ishimaru's corpse vanished from the physics prep room, when we rediscovered it in the storage room, it was wrapped in a vinyl sheet, right? Yes, it was. Well, those vinyl sheets. That same vinyl sheet had been in the physics prep room. Yes, it had. When the culprit removed Ishimaru's corpse from the prep room in order to not leave a trail of blood behind, he used one of the vinyl sheets in the room. I understand how the vinyl sheet was used, but what about the trolley? Well, you see... oh, it was over in the corner. When we discovered Ishimaru's body in the physics prep room, there was also a trolley in the room. Okay. And there's not the one there now. But when the body disappeared, so did the trolley. And there's also tire tracks coming from the blood. And later, when we found Ishimaru's corpse again, this time in the art room storage room, the trolley and the vinyl sheet were there. There was a trolley there, too. In other words, you're trying to say the corpse was moved using the trolley? Are you sure you're not misremembering? Huh? Was the trolley actually in the physics prep room when Ishimaru's corpse was discovered there? That trolley is there to carry sculptures and the like to the art in the art room, is it not? For it to have been in the physics prep room in the first place is unusual. Are you not just mistakenly assuming it to have been moved when it was in the storage room the whole time? There you have it, Nagi. So how will you respond? Don't worry about it, Nagi. Nobody's expecting anything from you anyway. It's common knowledge that you misunderstand almost everything you come across. Fuck you, Celes! Jesus, I'm not that bad! I can't say anyone's ever said that about me before, but in order to wipe that mark off my reputation, I've got to provide evidence that the trolley was used to transport Ishimaru's corpse to the art room. An MTV... Oh, actually, yeah, tell me. Very well, then allow me to explain reloading for you. Starting with this machine gun talk battle, things are going to get a little more complicated. Your bullet count is displayed on the bottom part of the screen, below tempo markers. Until now, you haven't had any limitations set on the number of assertions you could obliterate. However, from this point on, you cannot simply lock on and press the triangle button to obliterate assertions. Now, 1 bullet is required to obliterate 1 assertion. Try as hard as you like, but without bullets, you cannot obliterate any assertions. By pressing the square button, you can reload and replenish your supply of bullets. As with locking on, you must press the square button with the tempo markers. I'm sure you'll come to normally accept the square button just as you have its siblings X button and the triangle button. Additionally, during fever time, your bullets will be fully replenished and you won't expend any. As a side note, if your action difficulty is set to merciful, you only need... Oh, so none of this was even important. You're more than welcome to forget everything I've said up to now. I wish you the best. Over and out. Whatever. Well, alright then. Machine gun talk battle. Alright, I forget how to do this. Oh! Okay, I see. I don't really remember ever really doing this, so... Okay. So... Oh! I get it now. There we go. Da-da-da. 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 Fucking... But... Da-da-da. 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 Fuck. Fuck. Why is it so hard? This is really hard. Fire the kill shot! Was the... Oh, I didn't even read what that said. Something about was the trolley really in the prep room or something. I didn't even read it. Whoops. Sorry, guys. That was really weird for me. I don't really remember ever doing that. Like, I think I did it once. I don't remember. I don't like those. I don't like those at all. There is, in fact, evidence that shows the trolley was moved. When I saw the trolley in the art room storage room, there was blood on the tires. The puddle of blood on the floor in the physics prep room had tracks that matched those tires. When the culprit moved the body from the prep room, he must have accidentally rolled it through the blood. And with blood still on the tires, he moved from the storage room. There's your evidence that the trolley was used to move Ishimaru's body. Now Celes is doing it too. Do I rub people the wrong way? Well, in the end, this is nothing but a footnote. Let's get back to the issue at hand, shall we? Yeah, you were saying Justice Robo isn't the culprit. If the culprit isn't Justice Robo, then which Robo was it? Asahina, I think it best you do not concern yourself with Robos. Then let me spell it out for you. I'll explain why the so-called madman is not the incident's culprit. It should be readily apparent if we go back over what happened when Ishimaru's corpse was moved. Evidence that the madman is not the culprit can be found in what happened when the body was moved. What does he mean by that? Ooh, yeah, I can do these. Oh, this I can do. Non-stop debate. All right, let's go through them and see what we got. Justice Robo costume. Okay. Let's go on ahead. The culprit killed Ishimaru in the physics prep room and then moved the corpse. Okay. He wrapped it in a vinyl sheet and put it on the trolley and then used that to move it. Yes, this is all correct. As I recall, that trolley doesn't have a handle. But even without a handle, you could just bend over. No, you couldn't! No, you couldn't! Because you can't move with that! You can't bend your back! I remember that! I did it! Yes! Fuck you! Fuck you! Yes, I remembered. Yes, I feel so awesome. Ah, I did it. Oh, my throat hurts. Hold on, I need water. I actually have water with me because I know this is going to be a long trial. Oh, excuse me. There's still evidence we haven't presented, and we're not even close to finding the culprit. Ah, sorry. You're not wrong in saying that by bending down, you can move a trolley without a handle. But could you really put yourself in that position while wearing that costume? What do you mean? Think about it. Back when we were experimenting with the costume. Yeah, no one could bend their back in it. I can't see a thing. I can't even see my feet. I'm surprised you managed to walk around with this on. Like I said, it wasn't me. And what's up with this? The back doesn't bend at all. That's a pretty big design flaw. Yeah, there you go. When wearing that costume, not only can you not see your feet, you can't bend your back either. Isn't that right, Asahina? Now that you mention it, yeah. Being unable to bend one's back, it would be difficult to push a trolley without a handle. In which case, you could kick it. But if you couldn't see your feet, could you really kick the trolley to move it?
No! Nope, I'm thinking not.
Hell if I know what you're talking about, though. I'm so glad Genocider Show doesn't have much of a place. Plus, I have doubts you could pull off the even more intricate task of wrapping the corpse in a sheet while wearing that restrictive costume.
Couldn't you just take off the costume to move the body?
No, it's not possible to remove the costume to just be corpse because you can't take it off yourself. You also can't put it on by yourself. It's hard to imagine that you take off the costume just to move the body. I mean, there's a latch on the back, right?
I can't take it off! I can't take it off! Someone give me a hand, would ya?
I'd rather you refrain from building things you can't take off by yourself. I didn't build this thing! The glass on the back appears to be what's preventing him from taking it off. It's sealed fairly tight as well. Alright, fine, I'll give you a hand. There you go, there's your evidence. Yes, the costume could neither be put on nor removed by one's own strength. Could he really not have taken it off himself? Hagakure wasn't just lying to us, was he? It wasn't a lie! If he could have taken it off himself, he wouldn't have shown up still wearing it. That's like wearing a sign around his neck saying, I did it! Yeah, exactly, dude! Yeah, then it's true that Justice Robo really couldn't have moved that trolley. Which means the person who transported the corpse using the trolley could not have been Hagakure. No, hold on a minute, please. Have you all forgotten about the photograph I took? What is that? That he's just holding and embracing Yamada? You've all seen it, as I recall. The photograph of Yamada being dragged away by the madman. If the madman was not the culprit, then just what is it I witnessed? A posed picture? Further, we have testimony from Yamada himself, one of the victims. Yeah, I guess. How did you get those wounds?
I was felled by him.
By him?
Justice Robo. I dubbed him such just moments ago.
As long as we have these facts, we can only draw one logical conclusion. The culprit is the madman, Hagakure, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, she's right! Just wait! It's still too early to draw a conclusion. Besides, we don't have to cast our ballots right this second. Before that, wouldn't it be to our benefit to at least discuss some other possibilities? It's easier to see the truth when you look at things from multiple angles and don't bind yourself to one. But what specifically should we do? Let's try going back over the sequence of events from the start. In doing so, we may uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
Our lives are on the line. A little bit of inconvenience is unavoidable. Plus, we can use this opportunity to explain things for Kirigiri since she wasn't there when it happened. Very well. Let us go back to the beginning. It started this morning. This morning, it was only Asahina, Kirigiri, Nagi, and I who assembled in the cafeteria. For as long as we waited, no one else came. Thus, we decided to search for the other students. That was around 8 a.m. Immediately after we split up, Kirigiri went missing. Finding Celes on the third floor recreation room, Asahina quickly reconvened with Nagi and I. I had been attacked by a madman and... had lost consciousness for around an hour. Which means I was attacked an hour just before you found me, just after 7. Yes. Okay. At that time, we learned from Celeste's photo that the madman was dressed in an unusual costume, Justice Robo. Additionally, we discovered Yamada had been dragged off by that very same Justice Robo. Alright. We began our search for the madman, met with Fukawa and Togami, then found Yamada injured in the library. After escorting Yamada to the infirmary on the first floor, we resumed our search. Then, just after we left the infirmary, found Celeste again. What is it? I saw a shadow. There was a shadow moving at the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's sightings, we all went to the second floor and split up to look for the madman. Not long after that, I saw the madman on the third floor and immediately shouted to inform everyone. What happened, Celeste? That was a rather exaggerated cry coming from you. I saw him, the costumed madman. When I shouted, he ran off. Myself facing opposite the stairs, he turned the corner at the end of the hall to the left. And yet, again, just moments after that... What? Screams. Huh? What? It came from downstairs, which means that scream... Was Yamada in the infirmary? Crap, let's hurry back! So we split into two groups. Celeste, Asahina, and I returned to the infirmary, and Ogami, Togami, and Fukawa went after the madman on the third floor. And that's when they found Ishimaru. There in the infirmary, we discovered Yamada's dead body, and at the time, we heard the corpse discovery announcement. Okay. I left Celeste and Asahina behind and returned to the third floor to report the bad news. Yes, and you found Ishimaru. However, at the same time, we had just found Ishimaru's corpse in the physics prep room. Yamada's and Ishimaru's corpses were likely discovered at nearly the same time. I, too, heard the corpse discovery announcement immediately after we found Ishimaru's body. Then I informed Ogami and Togami about Yamada's murder, and then the three of us then headed for the infirmary together. But just after we left the physics lab, we heard surprising news from Celes, who had come upstairs after me. That the body disappeared, right? Yamada's corpse! It's disappeared! We hurried back to the infirmary and Yamada's body was gone. After that, remembering we had forgotten about Fukawa, we all returned to the prep room. Did it just really... Is this some sort of dream? This time, it was Ishimaru's corpse that had disappeared. We quickly set out to search for the two missing bodies. And then, after some time searching, hearing Celes had found the corpses, we all headed for the art storage room. And there, we rediscovered the two missing bodies. Yes, Yamada and Ishimaru. And that's everything that happened. I see. It seems that this incident is fairly convoluted. I don't think we'll shed much light by examining this as a connected series of events. Then what should we do? Rather than a series of incidents, try thinking of them as individual incidents. From there, you'll be able to see the contradictions in these incidents. Let's begin right away. First, let's start with Ishimaru. To reach the truth of this case, we must, at all costs, uncover the contradictions hidden in Ishimaru's murder. Well, see, the thing is, they're kind of forgetting that there was a second corpse announcement after Yamada officially died, which means he wasn't dead in the room. Monokuma File 3. Okay. What did the File 3 say? I don't even remember. First of all, was Ishimaru killed before Yamada? Yes, he was. Or was it after? It was before. I pretty much figured that out. We know what order they were killed in. Ishimaru was killed later. Why do you think that? The numbers on the Justice Hammers. Yamada was killed with hammer number 3. And Ishimaru was killed with Justice Hammer number 4. See? Ishimaru was obviously killed later. Well, that all adds up with the Monokuma file, but there must have been something at the beginning that wasn't. There was only like 1 or 2 other ones, wasn't there? It was only 1 more. That matched up with Monokuma File 3, so I can't use this to contradict with it. Or was it after? Ishimaru was killed before, I know that. We know what order, do we? Nope, oh, that was wrong. That was so wrong. Don't scare me like that, Nagi! You had me thinking I said something wrong! Think carefully, there's a contradiction somewhere. There has to be. Freaking squeaky. We know what order they were killed in. Ishimaru was killed later. Why do you think that? Ah, fuck! Fuck! Okay. I guess I have to speed through it again. It's gotta be that one. I don't know. It has to be. Okay. Slow down. What? There's only 2 things I can shoot at! You have to load a new one. That's right. Okay, I got it. I got it now. I have to load a new one. Fucking, there we go. I got it. Okay. I forgot I could do that. There we go. Okay. I'm sorry. I totally forgot that was a thing. I'm stupid. There we go. Yes! Oh my god. That was so hard. Oh. That was so hard. They expect you to remember that thing that they never made you use before. No, it's not necessarily the case that they were killed in the same order as the hammers were numbered. In fact, wouldn't it make sense if that was all just a diversion by the culprit? If the numbers on the Justice Hammers were a diversion by the culprit, then in reality, Ishimaru was killed first and Yamada was killed after that? If that's the case, could you present some evidence? Evidence that shows Ishimaru was killed before Yamada. His time of death. Yamada was killed in that room. Epiphany anagram. What? Oh god, watch, fuck, wait, I need an A though. I need an A. What am I doing wrong? I need an A! What am I doing wrong? I need an A. It says watch, come on! There we go. Wah. Give me a T, give me a T, give me a T, give me a T. I need a T! T. I need a T. Where's a T? Why do I not have a T? I need that. Oh, wait, no, I don't. I need a fucking C. That's what I need. Fucking... Okay, that's not what I needed. I needed a... Fuck. There we go. I did not need a T. I needed a C. I can't spell, apparently. His watch. Ah, there we go. Sorry. I'm doing so bad. I'm so sorry, guys. This one's harder for some reason. That's right, Ishimaru's wristwatch. Look at this. It's broken, and the hands were pointing to just after 6 when it happened. It was likely broken when he was attacked by the culprit. After all, when we saw him last night, he was screaming about being 10 o'clock and we all needed to go to bed. Yes, I'm not going to read in Ishida's voice, but given his watch wasn't broken last night, there's no mistaking he was attacked at 6 this morning. In short, that's the time Ishimaru was killed. But if he was killed at 6 in the morning, it happened much before Yamada was murdered. And even before Celes was first attacked, a little after 7. Yes, Ishimaru's murder happened before any of the other incidents. We made the wrong assumption. Oh god, come on. Because of those justice hammers, we wrongly assumed the order things happened. The culprit intentionally numbered the weapons and had them increase in size as well, so we would assume the incidents occurred according to the hammer's numbers. Furthermore, if we assume Ishimaru was murdered just after 6, then nobody has an alibi for his murder. Reason being, he was murdered before we met up in the cafeteria. Indeed, that is the case for Ishimaru's murder, but everyone has an alibi for the time Yamada was murdered. Ah yes, when Yamada was murdered. Or killed, or whatever she said. Screams came from downstairs. We already read this. When we heard Yamada scream from the infirmary, everyone but Hagakure and Kirigiri were together. Yep. After that, we rushed down to the infirmary and saw Yamada's corpse. It's true! We've got alibis! I've got it! The culprit recorded the scream with a tape recorder and played it back later, dude! And where is this tape recorder? Beats me! Don't just spew anything that comes to mind! In any event, when we heard Yamada scream, we all clearly had alibis, which means nobody who was there with us could have killed Yamada. And not just Yamada's murder either. The subsequent disappearance of the corpses is the same. When Yamada's corpse disappeared from the infirmary, Asahina and I were together in the restroom and everyone else was in the physics prep room, yes? And it was at the same time when Ishimaru's corpse disappeared from the prep room. At that time, we were all gathered in the infirmary because of the disappearance of Yamada's corpse. And I was all by myself sleeping like a baby in the physics prep room. Then couldn't Genocider have moved Ishi's corpse? Even if she could have relocated Ishimaru's corpse, she couldn't have moved Yamada's from the infirmary. When Yamada's corpse went missing, she was still unconscious in the prep room. Of course I didn't do either of them anyway! In short, none of us are capable of having committed Yamada's murder or relocating the corpses. Yamada wasn't fucking dead when you found him! You used the blood in the freaking fridge! Looking at it another way, only Hagakure or Kirigiri, who were unaccounted for, could have done it. What now, Kirigiri? The conversation's just going in circles trying to decide who done it. So rather than who did it, how about we try thinking about how they did it? I believe the method by which Yamada's corpse was moved is of particular importance. Yeah, I agree. As much as I searched, I could never find an answer for how his body was moved. And what's more, according to Celes... Yes? Yes, but he was only out of sight for a minute. The culprit moved Yamada's body in the span of 1 minute? That would be the case. Apparently, his body disappeared in the span of a single minute while Celes and Asahina were away. But to move a body that large from the first floor to the art storage room on the 3rd floor, no matter how you look at it, that just ain't possible, dude. And what if I said there was a way to make that impossible feat possible? What? How? Have the corpse move itself. Huh? You mean the corpse could move on its own? Another ghost! We're not talking about the supernatural. What the woman's trying to say is there's a possibility that Yamada, whom we believe to be dead, was actually alive. He was alive? So Yamada was not transported from the infirmary, but moved himself with his own 2 legs? Then what does that make the corpse that we saw in the infirmary? That was him pretending to be dead. That's not possible. Is it really possible that Yamada was actually alive? Well, I mean, yeah, I started talking and there was fake blood in the fridge, so non-stop debate. Now that I know I can load things, I'm probably going to... I don't think the broken wristwatch is going to help me. Just saying. Is it possible that when Yamada was first found in the infirmary, he was alive? Yes. I might need that. No, that couldn't be. Yamada was, without a doubt, dead. And how do you know that? There was a corpse announcement when everyone else saw him. You heard the corpse discovery announcement, too. Because we discovered Yamada's corpse. No, it was not. It was because Ishimaru's corpse was discovered. So I do have to load that other one. Perhaps someone else's corpse triggered that announcement. So it's either someone else's corpse, or at that time only one corpse discovery was made. On top of that, Yamada and Ishimaru's corpse were discovered almost at the exact same time. Okay, so I'm gonna load this one in, and I'm gonna see if it works, and if it doesn't, I'm not gonna try again. Why is my health not restored, by the way? No, that couldn't be. Yamada was without a doubt dead. He was alive. How can you be so sure? You heard this corpse's discovery announcement too. Let me try it? Nope. Oh, that was so wrong. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's the other one. It's the other one. It's the other one. I know it. I get it now. It's the other one. It's not the last one, but it's very close. I need to prove her wrong, because she's wrong. Yamada was not the one that we discovered, or that was discovered dead. Fuck, 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 fuck. Thank you. Okay, perhaps someone else's corpse. Yes, okay. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Okay, here we go. Yamada was without a doubt dead. Come on. Go! Yes! I'm getting the hang of this. You've got that wrong! Chigawa! Or whatever the hell he says. Oh my god. I'm doing so bad in this one. I'm not gonna get an A, I'm gonna get a B on this one. Was that corpse discovery announcement actually triggered by the discovery of Yamada's corpse? Of course it was. We heard the announcement immediately after finding Yamada's corpse. But the people who found Ishimaru's corpse experienced the same thing. He's exactly right. When we heard that announcement immediately upon discovering Ishimaru's corpse. What I'm saying is, aren't we confusing Ishimaru's corpse discovery announcement for Yamada's corpse discovery announcement? Had 2 corpses been discovered, there should have been 2 announcements. I imagine Monokuma was just being lazy and combined them both into a single announcement. What do you have to say about that?
I don't want to step on anyone's toes, so I can't go into much detail. But I will tell you this, a corpse discovery announcement only occurs when 3 or more humans first discover a dead body.
That doesn't tell us anything, dude. We want to know if you were lazing out on us. No, that was more than enough. Huh? He said it only happens when we first discover a dead body, which means no matter how many times we discover the same body, multiple announcements won't be made. That being so, what triggered that corpse discovery announcement?
That one? Which one?
Of course, of the day, we heard the corpse discovery announcement made twice. There were 2 corpse discovery announcements. The first one happened when we discovered both the bodies in the infirmary and prep room. And then the second one, after Yamada revived? Ah, fuck! Now that she mentions it, I feel fucking hell, I'm gonna die! When we rediscovered the bodies? Yes, okay. I need to restore some more health than that. I didn't read that, sorry. Ding dong, we got a corpse here.
We'll be holding a class trial pretty soon, so make good use of the time you've got.
Yup. At the time, I didn't pay the announcement much mind, but doesn't that contradict what Monokuma told us? If they're only made the first time a body is found, we wouldn't have heard one when we just rediscovered them. Then of course it has to be. What we thought was us rediscovering the corpses was, in reality, discovering one of them for the first time. Put simply, when Yamada was first found in the infirmary, he was not yet dead. And we discovered his corpse in the true sense of the word in the art storage room. But that's not all. There's even more evidence suggesting Yamada was still alive in the infirmary.
Evidence? I know all about that. He was good at playing dead. That's all the evidence you need.
I would hardly call something so insignificant evidence. As I expected, there exists no evidence that he was actually alive. In that case, let's go back over once more the condition Yamada's body was in. I'm certain it'll all be clear to you then, whether he was alive or dead. I don't doubt anything will come of it. There's definitely evidence that Yamada was alive. I just need to show that to everyone else. It's the fucking glasses cloth that had that stupid character on it that he loved. Non-stop debate. Yamada's glasses, thank God! Okay. We first discovered Yamada's corpse in the infirmary. Yes. But while Celeste and I were in the restroom, his body disappeared. And it was next discovered in the art storage room. Yes. Chihiro, babe. Before he was moved and after he was moved, aside from his orientation... No! You're wrong! You're fucking wrong, Celeste! Fuck you! Chigawa! Jesus Christ, I fucking hate her so much. I hate her almost as much as I hate Hifumi. She's at least a little more interesting, though. Jesus. Alright. There was a blatant difference between the Yamada in the infirmary and the Yamada in the art storage room. His glasses. And that should be more than enough evidence to show that Yamada was playing dead in the infirmary. Would you mind explaining yourself? Yeah, his glasses were dirty in the infirmary. When we first found Yamada's body in the infirmary, his glasses were covered in blood. Later, they weren't. When we found him in the art storage room, his glasses were clean. Furthermore, I found something in the infirmary's trash can I believe was used to wipe off the blood. The evidence I found, the first thing I found, it was the bloody glasses cloth. I found a glasses cloth in the infirmary's trash can. From the bloodstain here on the cloth, we can deduce that this glasses cloth was used to wipe the blood off Yamada's glasses. On top of that, the character on the cloth is the same as the one on that digital camera, see? The digital camera Yamada brought in with him. Princess Buko from Heretical Angel Super Squishy Princess, right? I can't imagine anyone other than Yamada would have had a glasses cloth like this. The only people here who wear glasses are. I wouldn't be caught dead with that plebeian filth.
A dish is all I need to clean my glasses.
And there's no doubt about it. The glasses cloth belonged to Yamada. I see. So where does that put us, dude? What it means is that Yamada's glasses cloth was used to clean the blood off his glasses. But even so, that doesn't necessarily mean he did it himself. Think about it a second. What benefit is a clean pair of glasses except to the person wearing them? You make a fair point. So Yams really did do it to himself? In which case, that means Yamada was still alive when he was found in the infirmary. And after using his own glasses cloth to wipe the blood from his own glasses, he left the room on his own 2 legs. The formerly impossible task of moving Yamada's corpse doesn't seem so implausible anymore, does it? But if he was just playing dead in the infirmary... What? Then where did all that blood come from? Could it have been paint or something? It was definitely blood, and it came from the fridge. The infirmary's refrigerator is stocked with blood for transfusions. In all likelihood, that's what he used.
I'm guessing he went way overboard splattering the blood everywhere when he was getting ready. And that's why he needed to clean his glasses. Oh, you're such a ditz, Hiffy.
Furthermore, if Yamada was alive at the time, we could also explain the disappearance of Ishimaru's corpse. It's obvious now who moved his corpse. The one who moved Ishimaru's corpse was Hifumi Yamada. Yeah, Kiyotaka Ishimaru moved Ishimaru's corpse. Yamada did it, didn't he? So while we're all gathered in the infirmary, he was moving Ishimaru from the physics prep room? If that's the case, we can also explain why the art storage room's door was locked.
The storage room was locked?
After the 2 guys' bodies disappeared, we all went searching for them, right? Well, me and Sakura went straight to the art room then, and the door to the storage room was locked. On top of that, the door's lock is such that it can only be set from the inside the storage room. In other words, when Asahina and Ogami were in this art room, someone else was inside the storage room. Which would mean that Yamada, just after he finished transporting Ishimaru's body, by faking his death, Yamada was able to slip under the radar and bring Ishimaru to the storage room. Meaning he wasn't simply a victim in this incident, but a perpetrator. But to think one of the victims would, himself, be involved in the crime! No way! I don't believe it! If it's that hard to believe, then I could show you another piece of evidence.
There's still more?!
Yes, the most conclusive evidence of Yamada's involvement has yet to make an appearance. You know what it is, don't you, Nagi? The item Yamada stole from the victim, Ishimaru. The paper. The item Yamada stole from Ishimaru. Wait, what does she mean? She means the fucking piece of paper, stupid. Not Hagakuri's message. Ishimaru's scrap of paper or Yamada's hidden note. Yamada's hidden note? Yes, okay, good. You're talking about the note Yamada had hidden on himself, aren't you, Kitty Kitty? Hidden on himself? We found it hidden in his underwear while investigating his body.
Inside? His underwear?
His underwear, I see. Putting the whole underwear business aside, how about we take a look at what the note says? Found a hole like a secret path, can see the outside, probably a way out. Would be bad if Monokuma found out, so don't talk to anyone. Meet in the physics prep room at 6 a.m. That's the note I was telling you about, dude! The culprit lured me out using... Hold on a sec. It's not quite the same. The note I got said, would be bad if Monokuma found out, so don't talk to anyone. Meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. That's right, this is a completely different note from the one you received, Hagakure.
Completely different?
What I'm saying is, in addition to Hagakure, one other person was called on by the culprit. And the other person who received this note was Kiyotaki Ishimaru. Yamada's underwear received an invitation? Really? Yes, it was Ishimaru! The person who received this note was the deceased, Ishimaru.
Objection! I'm still not sure what you're getting at, but did you say Hiffy had that? That means it was Hiffy, not Kitty, who the note was summoning.
By Kitty you mean Ishimaru, and by Hiffy you mean Yamada, right?
No shit, Sherlock! You don't need to explain every little thing!
Yikes, Genocider can be downright terrifying. But I can't back down now! And the note in Yamada's hand is what proves, not Yamada's, in Ishimaru's hand is what proves that it wasn't Ishimaru's possession. Oh, none of those. Okay, let's look at what I'm looking at first. Hiffy had the note, didn't he? Then that note belonged to Hiffy. Was obviously meant for Hiffy. I think back on the contents of the note. What time did the note specifically specify they meet? 6 in the morning.
Who cares what time it said?
This has nothing to do with Kitty. time mentioned in the note was 6 a.m. Something happened right around then. I just have to remember what. Glasses, cloth, broken wristwatch. Oh! There we go. It was obviously meant for Hiffy. Think back on the contents of the note. 6 in the morning. Who cares what time it said? This has nothing to do with Hiffy. Yes, I did it! Woo! I did it! I am powerful. Because the wristwatch broke at 6 a.m., which was when Ishimaru must have been killed then. So we already decided that he was killed at 6 a.m. So yeah. No, they are connected.
Huh? What you yammering on about, kid?
The meeting time mentioned in this note is 6 a.m., which is the same time Ishimaru was killed. His wristwatch showed us. And that's not all. There's also the meeting place specified in the note. The physics prep room. Ah yes, that's where Ishimaru was murdered. In other words, Ishimaru was killed at the time, and in place given this note. Isn't that sufficient evidence that Ishimaru was the intended recipient of this note? I see. And if that's how it was,
no objections!
So Ish was deceived by that note, just like me. Grr, what an abhorrent, cold-hearted, abominably inhuman dude, luring us with the temptation of outside. But hold on, why did Yamada have the note if Ishimaru was a recipient?
And in his undies!
That has to be because Yamada pried it from Ishimaru's dead hands. Oh, what? He took it? And what evidence do you have of this? Go on, say it. The evidence, it's down here. It's, Ishimaru's scrap of paper. Why did I do that? There we go. When Kirigiri and I were investigating Ishimaru's body, we found a scrap of paper clenched in his hand. If my suspicions are correct, then the torn part of this scrap of paper matches up with the bottom of that. Just as I thought, it matches the note Yamada had. Then the scrap of paper Ishimaru was holding onto and the note Yamada was hiding. Exactly, they're both the same sheet of paper. Ishimaru had a fragment of the note he'd supposedly received, while Yamada possessed the remainder. There's only one way to explain the situation. Ishimaru died with the note held tightly in his hand. Yamada, attempting to rob him of it, mistakenly left a corner of the page in Ishimaru's grip. Is that what you are suggesting? Oh, excuse me. In which case, that means Yamada knew the note was an important piece of evidence. Yes, and that in itself is evidence of Yamada's involvement. I see. The stars are aligned, dude, there's no question. Yams was inextricably, why do you know such big words, involved in this incident. In essence, Yams is alive right now, and he's the culprit, dude. No, that can't be. There was a second corpse discovery announcement. Yamada was definitely dead when we found him in the art storage room. The second corpse discovery announcement we heard serves as a testament to that. Then who killed Yamada? The true culprit. He was likely murdered where we found their bodies, in the art storage room, just after removing Ishimaru. And who found them? Then he was murdered in the span of time between Ishimaru's disappearance and when we found the bodies. At that time, we'd all split up to search for the missing corpses, which is to say nobody has an alibi for Yamada's murder. But me and Sakura were together.
Have a little shame on you, fatuous whale! Who you calling a fat whale?
Anywho, dudes, yeah, the time of death is an issue, but we've got an even bigger problem than that. An even bigger problem, you say? What kind of weapon was used to kill Yams? Weapon? I mean, look at this. The Monokuma file says, Ishi and Yams had their heads split open in a similar way, with similar weapons. But dude, Justice Hammers 3 and 4 were left in the infirmary and physics prep room, you know? If Yams was killed in the art storage room, wouldn't that mean the culprit went back and got one of those hammers off Yams and returned the hammer to the room it came from? But isn't that a bit too risky? Now there's a surprise. You've actually got something other than air in that skull of yours. Actually, yeah, that Hagakure just actually made it so I could present some evidence. I'll have you know, it's back to the brim, dude. Hagakure is correct. That does indeed pose a problem. Excuse me, I have to drink some water. Ah, it's better. Oh, that was disgusting. Okay. Alright, I'm good. The Monokuma file says the two of them were killed with similar weapons, but hammers number 3 and number 4 remained in the rooms they were originally found. Then how do you propose the culprit went about carrying off one of the hammers? I can't even imagine a possibility. What about Justice Hammer number 1 or number 2? The ones used to attack Celes and Yamada? They too remained in the rooms we found them, and anyway, they don't look like they have lethal force. Then, is it possible something else was used as the murder weapon? There's no way it could have been anything else. They were killed with similar weapons. In which case, what was the weapon used to murder Yamada? Unless we can figure out what was actually used to kill Yamada, we'll never be able to reach the truth behind these crimes. So I've got to do whatever I can to answer that question. And it's gonna be the cleaned off hammer. Excuse me, I must make sure that I'm still recording. Yes? Yes, okay, good. Washed hammer, good. So I have the right ammunition. Was the murder weapon, okay, I don't need to rebuke that. Justice Hammer number 3. No. It's not that either. In either case, how did the culprit, why is the text staying on the screen, manage to bring the chosen weapon to the scene without being seen? To do so without being seen, presenting Justice Hammer number 5. Visit our website for more info. Anywho, all we figured out is, no, it's not. It's the washed hammer. Chigawo, soda wo chigawo. There we go. I was like, chigawo just seems too short. Soda wo chigawo. All right, did I get it? Yes. Maybe I will get an A on this because I'm getting a lot of perfects now that I'm onto the evidence I figured out. The murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer, but some other weapon. But what other weapon? The hammers in the art storage room. Couldn't the culprit have used one of them? Plus, all the hammers in the art storage room were covered in bits of stone and dust, except for one, which for some reason had been washed. It was washed? I'm certain the hammer was washed because it was the true weapon used to kill Yamada. The culprit took the time to wash the hammer to get rid of the blood that had gotten on it. Yup. That's true. On top of that, there's an array of hammers of all sizes hanging on the wall in the art storage room, and several of those hammers were missing. Couldn't the Justice Hammers themselves have been made using those hammers as a base? Yup. If so, it satisfies the condition that they were killed with similar weapons. Just after bringing Ishimaru's body to the art storage room, Yamada was killed with one of those hammers. And the true culprit, the person who made Yamada their accomplice and then betrayed him, did it. No, just hold on a minute, we already discussed this. An accomplice has nothing to gain from the rules set concerning graduation from the academy. In other words, it's not possible there was an accomplice, and you should perish the thought. Accomplices are out of the question. She's right, that should have been the case. It should have been, but... oh my god, there's so many of these. I don't know if I'm going to have the right ammunition, so I might have to get some from what they're saying. Washed hammer, I don't think so. It's not going to work again. It's not going to work twice in a row. According to the rules, when a collaborative crime is committed, only the person who performs the murder can make it out alive. Which means there's no chance of there being an accomplice. That's probably the one I have to grab. Indeed, you are correct. But that assumes only one crime took place. In this case, 2 crimes occurred. Alright. Celes says it's not possible there was an accomplice, but can she really be so sure about that? So I probably have to grab that piece of evidence. Or not evidence, but that little thing. I need to grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it! Good. Indeed, you are correct. Maybe I need to grab the 2 crimes. I need to grab the 2 crimes. I need to grab the 2 crimes one. So I can reboot. Because Kitty Kitty's right. That's the problem. I just didn't. Come on, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it! Yes! Okay, good. Alright. Celes says not possible. Okay, so. Ah! Get it, get it, get it! Yes! I did it! I'm getting the hang of this! Only in time for me to be close to the 4th trial. Sorry, this takes a lot of concentration, just so you know. Oh, I might actually get an A because I'm getting a whole bunch of perfects. Alright. Let's do this. But 2 separate crimes occurred, so does it really count as a collaborative effort? What do you mean by that? Naturally, having an accomplice is only out of the question in the case of there being a single crime. One murder can save only one person. By adding an accomplice, you throw the scales off balance. Throw the scales off balance? It's a matter of risk versus reward. In other words, the remuneration must be enough to offset the danger. There's no point in conspiring a murder if you too won't be saved. On the other hand, if you balance the scales, it's not impossible to form a mutually beneficial partnership. 2 culprits committing 2 separate murders, assisting each other in their own respective crimes. The true culprit proposed this plan to Yamada in order to gain his cooperation in their crime. Most likely, Yamada was the one who killed Ishimaru. By committing his murder, Yamada lost his escape route and was forced to help the culprit commit theirs. In short, what happened today wasn't a serial murder at the hands of a single culprit, but 2 separate murders by 2 separate culprits. And the fact that it was made to look like a serial murder was all misdirection by the culprit. The disguised madman, the similar murder weapons, the body's disappearance, by giving them these commonalities, the culprit made it seem as though only one crime had taken place. The culprit proposed his plan, secured his accomplice's cooperation, and in the end eliminated the biggest obstacle to his own success by murdering that accomplice. Which means betraying Yamada was part of the plan from the get-go. What the heck? Come on. That's the most despicable thing I've heard of! Really, I think it was a fairly solid plan. Well, aside from the choice of accomplice. The most important characteristic of this incident was the fact that 2 crimes were disguised as one. And I'm almost positive Kitty had that figured out from the very beginning. And that's why she told us not to think of the murders as separate incidents and not as a serial murder. You're outstanding, Kitty. Maybe a little too much so. Almost unbelievably so. I accept the existence of an accomplice. Now, the question begs, who was the one manipulating Yamada?
That is the question!
The true culprit, the person who controlled Yamada and set the stage for these two murders. Oh, no, not this again. It's around the same time. Not this again. Not this again. I'm not dealing with this. I ain't dealing with this again. Okay, I think I'm okay. Everything we've discussed up to this point, every detail of these crimes, taking all of it together, there's only one person it could be. I know exactly who it is, by the way. It is she did this way? Just had her show, Leon. It's you. It's you. Yeah! It's fucking Celes! Fuck you! Celes. Oh dear, have I done something suspicious? You wound me, but enough with the jokes. You think he's joking? Then you're saying Yamada and I work together? Goodness me. To think Yamada and I could work together.
Not a chance in hell, you shit for brains! Who in their right mind would work with that gutless coward?
Excuse me. I'll have you know, we do have evidence. Evidence? Yes, the two of you, and only you, did something in particular over the course of the incident. And that's the evidence that the two of you were working together. Only some... it was... Witness the madman. That was it. No one else saw the madman. Yamada and Celes were the only two people who ever witnessed the madman. Isn't that right? Until Kitty found Hagakure in the Justice Robo-suit by the pool, nobody else saw him. I don't need your help. I'm sorry. It's just as Nagi says. Yamada and Celes were the only two to witness the madman. Given one of those two witnesses was also a culprit, it naturally cast doubt on the other's testimony. It was all a lie? After finding Yamada injured and bringing him to the infirmary, we all set out to search for the madman. Recall what Celes said the moment we began. What did she say? I saw a shadow. There was a shadow moving at the top of the stairs. And because of what she claimed she saw, we all moved to the second floor. Then, in order to lead us to the physics lab, Celes shouted from the third floor. And what did Celes say when we regrouped on the third floor? That she saw them going to the left. What happened, Celes? And I saw him, shouted, ran off, face turned to the left. He went to the physics prep room. After directing us towards the physics lab, it was her partner's turn to act. Yes, it was. I just burped, sorry. Screams. What? It came from downstairs, which means that scream was Yamada in the infirmary? Crap, let's hurry back! That was so we would split up into two groups and find both of the corpses at the same time. And Celes was the one who suggested we split up. It's very true. In that case, it's been into two groups. Infirmary, blah, blah, blah. We already read all this. How's that? With Celes and Yamada working together, every coincidence becomes a cog in the machine. And as an aside, that overblown shout of yours... Yeah. Oh yeah! That also served as a signal for Yamada, didn't it? A signal saying, I've arrived at the third floor, just as planned, to start screaming. That's why you shouted so loudly. It could be heard throughout the entire school, is it not? She's not talking. And then, when we found Yamada, who was playing dead in the infirmary, what you said then was also suspicious. What was that? I never would have guessed that Yamada would be killed. I guess. You were the first one to say he was killed, were you not, Celes? By saying that, you made us believe that Yamada was actually dead. No way! I can't believe it! Celes was acting the entire time? When Yamada's body disappeared, you and Celes were together, weren't you, Asahina? Yeah, I wasn't feeling very good, so Celes helped me to the restroom. Then that was... She wasn't trying to help you, Asahina. She was creating an opportunity for Yamada to escape. By themselves, they all seem like small things, but put them all together and it starts raising flags. Wouldn't you agree, Celes? Whatever might you be referring to? Feigning ignorance won't save you. You made a critical mistake. A mistake? When you first said it, I didn't give it much thought, but now I can say with certainty that was you making a fatal mistake. And what would that be? After we heard about Yamada's corpse going missing and returned to the infirmary, you said this. What did you say? It's like he's playing games. He's enjoying watching us run around, confused and afraid. At this rate, we'll all be killed. We'll all be killed. Like them. Oh! I too heard those words, but what about them do you believe to be suspicious? Remember, it was you, Fukawa, and I who discovered Ishimaru's corpse in the physics prep room. After that, we heard from Nagi that Yamada had been murdered, and you, Nagi, and I left the prep room. We ran into Celes when we stepped out into the hallway, and the four of us headed for the infirmary. Not one of us had said a word about Ishimaru's death before we arrived in the infirmary. When you think about that, Celeste's comment seems extremely out of the ordinary, excessively so. All this about her comment being out of the ordinary, I'm not really sure what you're getting at. Hey Celeste, everyone's confused. Repeat what you said, word for everyone's sake. If you're not the culprit, then there's no problem, is there? What's Togami talking about? When he said something Celeste said was out of the ordinary. She said them, not him. That's what she said. Them usually refers to more than one person. I didn't even catch that. I don't think I'd even want to Akuma File 3. That doesn't seem like it'd be much help here. This is what I said. It's like he's playing games. He's enjoying watching us run around. Okay. And confused and afraid. At this rate, we'll all be killed. We'll be killed like them. I need that. And that's all. Do you understand now? What's so unnatural? Get it, get it, get it. Yes! Okay. When Celeste said that, she should have only known about Yamada's death, which means the problematic statement is them. Everything else was fine. He's only watching us, confused and afraid. This rate will all be killed. Where was it? I don't even remember where. Ah! Fuck, I missed! Now I have to grab it again. Okay. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Yes. Okay, so it was like up here somewhere. All right. I just realized I got like all my health back. It's like he's playing games, watching. At this rate, we'll all be killed. Go, go, go! Wait, what the fuck? I so hit that! What the crap? I so hit that. You saw that? I so hit that thing. Okay. It's like he's playing games, enjoying watching us run around, confused and afraid. Okay, at this rate, we'll all be killed. All right. There we go! Jesus, I got it. So now what you go? You're so fucking wrong, Celeste. Break! All right. 30. Oh, because I missed. Yeah, sorry about that. All right. That's right. There's no way you should have been able to say it will be killed like them, Celeste. Because at that point, we hadn't yet told you about what happened to Ishimaru. Plus, we met up with you in the hallway after we left the physics lab. So you didn't even have an opportunity to see the body for yourself in the prep room. And yet, despite all that, why did you know that it wasn't just him who had been killed, but them? You all have quite the active imaginations, don't you? Imagination, you say? Did you not just say that every time I claimed to have witnessed the madman, I was lying? In that case, what does that make this photograph? You keep bringing up that photograph and it's just posed. How do you intend to explain the photograph I took of the madman carrying Yamada away? Posed. It's a fake? Like Celeste put on the costume and then use the camera's timer to take the shot. Have you forgotten? Only you are able to wear that costume, Hagakure. Furthermore, the digital camera does not have a timer. Therefore, it is the unequivocal truth that the madman abducted Yamada. If you wish to discredit my testimony, then please explain this picture for me. First of all, is that actually a photograph of the madman abducting Yamada? What do you mean by that? I'm saying it's possible that the madman didn't abduct Yamada, but that something entirely else happened. No such possibility exists. That something else happened? It was posed. It's so posed. If the picture isn't of Yamada being abducted by Justice Robo, then what actually is happening is the exact opposite. Yes, Yamada's kidnapping Hagakure. That's not a picture of Yamada being abducted by the madman, but of Yamada abducting the madman. Of the madman, you know what I meant. You can't deny the possibility. I got this now. The one being abducted in that picture is not Yamada, but the madman. And we just wrongly assumed Yamada was the one being abducted. Well, because he's bigger. That peculiar costume was probably used for the express purpose of inviting that misinterpretation. Anyone would assume, seeing someone dressed like that they were the suspicious party. And how you made me into a suspect when I was zonked out? That's preposterous. Yamada abducted the madman? That's not possible. Is it really not possible? That's not what I think. In that case, allow me to give you proof that it could not be possible. Does there really exist proof that it's not possible for Yamada to have abducted the madman? Well, what evidence do you have to prove to us, Celeste? Because I know you're the one who did it. Okay, let's read everything. Justice Robo costume, message, and blueprints. It's gotta be the blueprints. Well, I was knocked out, you made me wear that suit. And you had Yams carry me. Yes, that's what happened. And that's how you made everyone suspect me. Yes, that's all correct. I told you that's not possible. And why not? The man in this picture is standing up straight. Yeah? If the person inside were unconscious, he wouldn't be able to hold himself up like that. Okay, hold on. No, I actually need the costume. We need the costume because you know what? It doesn't matter. You can't, the back doesn't bend at all. Wow, we needed something totally different. Since the back doesn't bend, it doesn't matter if they were knocked out or not. They wouldn't be able to bend their back anyways. Standing up straight. If the person inside were unconscious, which they were. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Yes! I'm gonna kill you. Fucking hate Celes. I can't wait to see her execution. Oh, I'm so excited. I know it's her. I know you're gonna die. I know it's you. I know it. Alright. No, even if the person inside were unconscious, they could still be standing upright, thanks to a special characteristic of that Justice Robo costume. Which would be, you can't bend your back. Yeah, I know all this. The back doesn't bend properly at all. Oh yeah, the costume's design flaw. The back doesn't bend at all. But I wondered, was it actually a design flaw in the first place? Perhaps it was intentionally made that way for the sake of being able to take that photograph. By dressing an unconscious Hagakure in a suit with a rigid back, Celes and Yamato were able to fabricate that photo. So we believe there was actually a madman. And that would be checkmate. Checkmate. You're fucking kidding me, you cretins! Ha! This is not checkmate! Celes? It seems you guys are dead set on setting me up as the culprit, but that's a big mistake. Are your memories shot? Have you forgotten about Yamato's dying words? Hey Yamato, who did this to you? Who attacked you? Who's the culprit? Culprit. Masaak. Yasuhiro. When asked the culprit's name, Yamada gave a clear answer, did he not? He said the culprit's name is Yasuhiro. That is to say, Yasuhiro Hayakure! My name isn't Yasuhiro. It's actually Tarosuke. You needlessly complicate things by telling such inexplicable lies. But is the Yasuhiro Yamada mentioned actually referring to Hagakure? What are you saying, bitch? Die in a fire! What do you mean by that, Kirigiri? Remember the way Yamada spoke of each of us. When referring to us, how did he say our names? He used our full names. Yeah, he said Master Makoto Naegi. Right, that's right. Yamada referred to everyone using their full names. For example, he called you Master Makoto Naegi. Therefore, had Yamada been trying to name Hagakure, he would have said Master Yasuhiro Hagakure. But instead he said Master Yasuhiro. It was happenstance. He was trying to say Hagakure and mix up the order. That's all. Like a bad waiter. Silence. For him to have slipped up just that one time is quite the convenient interpretation for you. It was no coincidence. As he always did, Yamato was trying to refer to the culprit by full name, in order. But in his dying breath, we were only able to make out a few sounds of the first name. Then Yamato was trying to name someone whose last name is Yasuhiro? But there's no one here with that last name. No, hold on. There is one person it could be. Celes, you've never once told us your real name. But pardon me? It's funny how you think you can take these baseless accusations. Would you kindly stop spouting this nonsense? There's not a chance in hell I'd have a lame-ass last name like Yasuhiro! Off with your head! Then tell us, Celes, what is your real name? Fine, clean out your damn ears and listen real careful. My real name is Celestia Ludenberg, and I would kindly request you stop making me repeat myself. Celes seems pretty hellbent on maintaining her ruse, which means I've got to make her give it up. Oh god, Celes, you're going insane. You're making me having to scream like fucking, what's-her-face, genocider. Alright, Electro ID's Washhammer Hagakure's message. The person Yamada was trying to identify was someone whose last name is Yasuhiro. Only Celes wasn't told her real name could have the same surname Yasuhiro. As again, I've told you time and time again, my name is... Why is it upside down? How long do you intend to keep this up? The only thing I'm keeping up is the truth. Unless you can show me otherwise. That is the truth, you imbeciles. Oh. What about that thing that shows the owner's true name? Kirigiri mentioned it before, too. She said it wasn't directly connected to the crime, but that it must be of some use at some point. Oh, fuck. Electro IDs! Electro IDs! Electro IDs! They have their real names in them! Yes? Am I right? They have to have their real names! Okay. Okay. this so much better. Oh, I'm so happy I'm getting it. I have like 40 minutes to finish. Well, I have time. That's right. Our Electro IDs. Ah! As I recall, when an Electro ID boots up, it displays the owner's name, right? That's what Monokuma told us when he handed them out. It has to display their true name. Turn on display your real names. Make sure you got the right ones. Yes. In other words, by checking her Electro ID, we can answer the question of what Celeste's real name is. That's an invasion of my privacy. I will not allow it. Celeste, isn't it about time you started telling the truth? The whole truth. I'm not the type to fold. I'm even going up against a royal flush. Because. Until all the cards have been laid out on the table, there's no saying what might happen. In that case, I'll lay everything out for you. Let's return to the beginning of one last time, and then I'll reveal every last one of your crimes. And put an end to this charade. Alright, now I gotta do this shit. Okay, climax logic. Into place. Alright. That's not even in this one. That's not even in this one. Okay, so... talks to them. Is speaking to them, I guess. Well, it wouldn't be that one. It wouldn't be that one. It would have to be this one, wouldn't it? That would make sense. Okay, wait. No, go this way. Okay, there we go. Now, Act 2. 1 a.m. Alright. Well, there was never any talk of chloroform, by the way. Just... maybe? I mean, nothing else fits there. It has to be another Hagakure. Alright, so get him in the Robo costume. And... tries to get it on, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Now, 6 a.m. I need the other clock. Oh, no, that says 1 a.m. Whoops, hold on. Hold on. That says 1 a.m. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Don't look at me. Okay, so move this right here. And now move this one. Sorry, I can't read clocks, apparently. Alright, now move this one. Wait. Yeah, that's 6. No? Wait a minute. That's 7. That's 7. Wait a minute. That's 1, but that's 7. That's 7:05. Okay. Okay. Hold up. Hopefully I'm getting this right-ish. Alright, something about a camera. Shows the picture. Mata's found in the thing. Oh wait, no, there has to be a picture. There has to be a picture being taken here somewhere. No, I guess not. Find him, and they see blood on the hammer? Justice Hammer number 2. No, whoa. Justice Hammer number 3 killed him. Hold up. There we go. I think. Right? Yeah. So we, like, spilled it all around the room. And bloodied up a hammer? It had to be Justice Hammer number 3, so where was that? Where'd that go? Wait, where'd number 3 go? Okay, wait. Number 2 was used in there, because number 1 was used over here. Number 4. Number 3 was used before. It's either that. If it's not that, then I'll have to switch 3 and 4 around. I'm sorry I'm really quiet. I'm just trying to make sure. Togami looks so weird in that picture. Wrapped him up. And zoom down the hallway, I guess. The last thing done wasn't that. What was the last thing? Hold on. I have Justice Hammer number 4 here still, so it would have to be this one, I guess. Yeah, okay, that's a clean one. Okay, I think I got it. And if not, I just have to switch around 3 and 4. Alright, let's hope. Here we go. The first step in preparing for this crime, the culprit joined forces with a certain person. Oh, good, I got that one right. Okay. Yes. Very good. Yamada. By making Yamada into their accomplice, the culprit was able to execute this series of crimes. Yes, at 1 a.m. Alright. Yes, they all met. Yes. The first thing they did was invite a certain person to the rec room last night at 1 a.m. That person was Hagakure. And then they drugged him and made him pass out. And that person was Hagakure. The culprits called Hagakure there so they could frame the crimes on him. First, they drugged him. Yes. Then they dressed the unconscious Hagakure into the Justice Robo costume. Ah, fuck! No, that doesn't make logical sense. I've got to go back and rethink the progression of the crime. Oh, that's him pushing a cart. Duh. Okay, so... Okay, it's gotta be this then. Okay, so... him pushing a cart should be over here. Yeah, this should be... oh, wait. Yeah, okay. There we go. That should be better. That should be correct. Okay. Then they dressed unconscious and just... okay, there we go. Yeah. Click, click. Click, 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 click. Yamada pretended to be held captive by Justice Robo, and the culprit photographed him, all for the sake of fabricating evidence of a madman and casting suspicion onto Hagakure. After that, the culprit shut Hagakure, still out cold, in the locker by the pool. Yes. Which would explain why she was still upstairs. Oh, wait. Okay, I see how the clock works. And at long last, at 6 a.m. rolled around, and the culprits moved to the murder phase of their plan. They summoned Ishimaru to the physics prep room, where Yamada murdered him. Just him remember. Oh, wait a minute. I think I did it out of order. Yep, I did. I'm stupid. It was on the page. And there Yamada committed the first murder by killing Ishimaru, and I have to just switch those around. Yes, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. It's okay. I know this. I gotta move. Not just hammer number 2. 2 is fine. 4 I need to move. I'm stupid and I thought it was over there for some reason. Even though apparently I can't read, I guess. Alright, so just hammer number 3 then goes right here. That should be good. That should be good. Poor Ishimaru. And then killing Ishimaru. Yes, good. The weapon he used was Justice Hammer number 4, the hammer we found in the physics prep room. The use of hammer number 4 for the first murder was a red herring to intend to confuse the order of events. Alright. The next thing the culprit and Yamada did was fake having been attacked. In doing so, they set themselves up as victims and directed suspicion at Justice Robo. The first attack was in the rec room. By showing us Justice Hammer number 1 and the Justice Robo photograph, the culprit convinced us the attack was real. And then there was a second fake at the attack in the library, and was constructed with Yamada's injury and Justice Hammer number 2. In manufacturing and showing us these two incidents, the culprits planted a certain notion in our heads. The mysterious madman was attacking people by using progressively larger hammers. And carrying that misconception, we all set out to find the madman as quickly as possible. Yes. Yeah, I did it! Whoop whoop! Alright. In the infirmary, leave him. When we did, we left Yamada in the infirmary all by himself. That was exactly what Yamada wanted, left unattended in the infirmary. So he grabbed the blood, ran it off his head, sprayed it everywhere. That is glorious. He made use of the transfusion bags in the fridge in Justice Hammer number 3 to fake his own death and to make it appear as though he had been murdered. Alright. Clunk. Hearing Yamada scream, we returned from the infirmary and found him there on the stage of his murder. On top of that, at the very same time, Ishimaru's corpse was discovered in the physics prep room, and because of the corpse discovery announcement that had been triggered, we mistakenly assumed Yamada to be dead. Act 6. This is a really long one. Having successfully deceived us, Yamada waited for the moment everyone was out of the infirmary and slipped away. After learning of Yamada's disappearance, we hurriedly regrouped in the infirmary. And making use of that hole in our defenses, Yamada snuck into the physics prep room. Yes, and wrapped him up in a body bag, or vinyl sheet, and then pushed him in, because he's really fucking weak. Wrapped Ichimaru's corpse in a vinyl sheet and transported it to the art storage room on the trolley. And that's the truth behind the case of the disappearing corpses. Yep. But Yamada didn't know the extent of the true culprit's plan, that he'd been manipulated. Crunch! Oh god, ow! No. The true endgame to their culprit's plan was the murder of their accomplice, Yamada, using one of the hammers in the art storage room. That covers everything in this case, and the one who created and executed this plan was Celestia Ludenberg. Flowers. Look at the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh character there! Fucking hell. Celestia Ludenberg. Death to your mother. Well, death to you specifically, but hey. Celeste, you lose! Yeah, I did it! Now we just have to get her to calm down long enough to get her to fucking... She's never lost before. Oh, it's bad. Loose? Loose? How long has it been since I last heard those words? They're powerful words. So you admit it? That you're the culprit. My goodness, you could at least do the favor of using my real name, Celestia Ludenberg. Or rather, you can call me Taiko Yasuhiro. Taiko Yasuhiro? You've finally given up your facade, huh? I'm not such a sore loser as to go down kicking and screaming when defeat catches up to me. I see. Are you really, Celes? Really? Oh, cool, I don't have to calm anyone down. Looky there. I thought it was for sure I have to calm her down. Oh my god, there was 13 phases. Oh, I did get an A. Looky there. Ooh, I got a lot of Monokuma coins. Whoop whoop. Awesome. Monokuma, would you kindly begin? No. Would you kindly end this?
You talk about the event like you've all been waiting for. Ballot time? Sure, why not? Let's get rolling. Okay, you guys, please cast your ballot using the switch in front of you. So, what'll your verdict be? Who's tonight's villain? Will it be right or will it be oh so wrong? What could it be?
His voice hurts my throat too. Monokuma, vote! I made it through this trial. I did it. I did it. I made it. My head hurts so bad. It was actually a lot more confusing than I first anticipated. Alright, now for the after trial shit.
This probably goes without saying, but you guys hit the jackpot. This round's villain, the one who pulled all the strings, is Celestia Ludenberg, aka Taiko Yasuhiro!
That makes sense. I have no choice but to fold. How terribly unfortunate. It seems from the very beginning I was mistaken in colluding with anyone. I severely underestimated just how bird-brained Yamada could be. So it was you who proposed the partnership to Yamada. But how did you convince him to get on board? I can't imagine he would agree to commit murder so easily. She's a professional liar. It couldn't have been that difficult. Goodness me, a professional liar? It was hardly anything extraordinary, I assure you. Then you use that? Nothing gets past you, kitty kitty. Yes, it's just as you imagined. To bring Yamada under my control, I made use of that, alter ego. For the sake of those whose lives are spared, I must regrettably speak in riddles, but I'm referring to the object to which both Yamada and Ishimaru had grown quite fond of. You mean alter ego, right?
What's this? What's this? What you guys talking about?
We're in the middle of important business. Don't interfere.
Me always a black sheep. Me sad.
Then you were the one who stole it, were you? Yes, that is correct. And using it, you roped Yamada into cooperating with you. Again, you are correct. Last night after we dispersed from our little meeting, I paid Yamada's room a visit. Excuse me.
Is there something you need?
Oh, excuse me. I have information I believe you would like to know. About the theft of a certain item, I know who the culprit is.
Huh?
Ishimaru. He stole it.
Yeah!
I have proof as well. Would you like to see it? And then I showed him on the digital camera a photograph of the very thing in Ishimaru's bedroom that I prepared before visiting him. Of course, I deleted it right away.
As I thought, 'twas him! But how? I was supposed to signal if he or I approached it!
Which is why Ishimaru forced me to take it.
What?
Please forgive me. Ishimaru threatened me.
He threatened you?
Last night, Ishimaru suddenly came into my bedroom. What happened then pains me to recall. He forcibly...
What?
He even took pictures and said if I didn't help him, he would show them to everyone else. I'm sorry. I had no choice.
He's a criminal, an unabashed criminal! That monster! I knew he'd fallen off the deep end, but I never imagined he would go this far!
Oh, Yamada, such an easy mark. It was like he was born to be deceived. It's very true.
I speak these words for the first time in my life. I'll kill him! I'll annihilate Ishimaru!
Please wait. If you go now, you'll be walking straight into his trap. His trap? Ishimaru is planning to escape from this place using what he stole, and his sights are set on you.
He's planning to escape? And could it be?
Ishimaru intends to kill you, yes.
What?
So he can keep it for himself.
That monster! A monster! 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 Monster!
Are you comfortable letting such a barbarian continue to run free?
I will not let him run free! I will save her!
In that case, would you join forces? I just so happen to have a plan for such an occasion.
Huh?
A very special method that would allow us to not only retrieve it, but to also escape from this academy. And that concludes my flashback.
To whom are you speaking?
Don't worry about it.
What the fuck?
Yamada agreed right away. The effect that item had was quite considerable. The power of love, however twisted that love may be, is a corrupting force. It's no holds barred playing with you, Dudette. While we're at it, was Yamada the one responsible for that ridiculous costume? Yes, and it caused so much more trouble than I bargained for. I quite simply asked him to prepare something that could be used to disguise one's face and posture. I had no idea who would prepare something like that, further solidifying my poor choice in accomplices. And why'd you try to fame it all on me, dude? Because you're an imbecile. That's it! You, on the other hand, were perfect. Your stupidity far exceeded my expectations and was of great help. Though I feel very sorry for your parents. I'm crying on the inside, dude. Though, when going over the plan with Yamada, how did you explain him having to play dead? You mean what Yamada was supposed to do when it was revealed he wasn't actually dead? This is what I said to Yamada. When you show yourself again, having pretended to be dead, say, I was on the verge of death, but my wounds were not fatal. And Yamada believed that? That wasn't all, of course. In the plan I presented to Yamada, I was supposed to kill someone else while he was being questioned. In doing so, he would have an alibi and be free of suspicion. He believed every word. One of the oldest tricks in the book. I just told a lie at his level. In truth, he didn't even question me. He believed that lie until the moment the hammer collided with his head. So you truly did intend to betray him from the very beginning. Naturally. Under this plan, the final death of a person who is feigning death would provide quite the boon. Just how little do you value human life? Less than a shred of a broken poker chip. I was simply doing whatever it took to win. You sound like toys, dude! In his case, this truly is a game. I don't think we can be compared that way. In that case, what drove you to go this far? Was it for the money? Are you talking about Monokuma's 10 billion yen? While that was a considerable amount, that was in no way my only reason. From the moment we began our wretched lives in this academy, I could think of nothing but getting out. But weren't you always saying that we needed to accept our fates, dude? Lying through my fucking teeth! Yeah! Every waking moment, it was all I could do to endure this. More than every last one of you. I wanted nothing more than to get out of this hellhole. Do you want to know why? Do you? Because I have a dream. And to live my whole life in this place was to throw away that dream. There's no way I could do something like that. My participation in underworld gambling tournaments, betting my life for enormous sums of money. It was all because of my dream. What's your dream, Celes? To live in a European castle. A castle? That was it? Oh my, oh god, that's horrifying. And to surround myself with the most gorgeous men in the world, dress them as vampires and make them into my own personal secret service, doubling as butlers, thus transforming my world into a world of perfect aesthetic decadence. My dream and my objective was to live out my life in that world, my life's work. Damn, son. Had I been able to add Monokuma's 10 billion yen to my underworld winnings, I could have achieved that. But that's as far as I made it. Regrettably, my dream has been shattered like a falling teacup. But I have no regrets. This is simply the result of me fighting for my dream until the very end. Yeah, you're passionate about your dream, but you seriously killed 2 of my friends just for that? Are you saying I should feel guilty? You're wasting your breath. I neither think anything of nor feel anything about sacrificing others for my own sake. That is simply how I was made. Isn't it amazing how differences in morals can make a conversation so awkward? You took the words right out of my mouth. And how can you be so calm right now? Don't you get it? You're going to die. How can you not be afraid? I'm quite proud to say I'm among the most talented liars in existence. And not just to others, I can even deceive my own emotions. Not even unconsciously, but consciously. So you're not afraid? No, I am not afraid, so please kill me as many times as you like. However, should I ever be reborn, surely I would be born as Marie Antoinette. If that happens, you'll just be executed again. That laugh coming from her somehow felt like a poor imitation. She said she could deceive even her own emotions. However, that itself was probably her final lie. In the end, she couldn't even fake her own laughter. You done yet? All right then, let's get going. It's punishment time for the Order Disrupting Villain. I prepared a very special punishment for Celestia Ludenberg, the super high school level high roller. Let's get this ball rolling. It's punishment time! Ah, come on. One last thing, Kitty Kitty. I'd like you to have this. Does that truly bring hope? I was never able to believe it would. And that's why, no, it needn't been said. Have a wonderful life, everyone. And may we meet again in our next. That was the best execution yet. Oh my god. That was fantastic. Holy crap, that was great. It's over. Sorry. Get right back into this so I can finish before my mother gets home. The third execution is over. Celeste's execution is over. I could never sympathize with Celeste for killing 2 of my friends, but even still, she too was a friend, and without even hesitating, he... Yep.
Ah, quite the pickle indeed. Once again, people had to die because you guys can't let go of your connections to the outside world. You're still young. You should value your lives a little more.
Oh, excuse me.
Sheesh, how long is it going to be before you guys can finally bear the hope of the next generation?
I couldn't care less about hope. I withdraw my candidacy, so let me out.
It doesn't matter what you want. You guys are the embodiment of hope. And my preordained destiny is to drag you guys down into the depths of despair. Kinda sad, but there's no getting around it.
Cut the crap, would you? How long do you intend on putting us through this? Just what the hell is your objective?
God, you're boring. Could you maybe stop asking that question? Anyways, so let's give you a key, didn't she, Kitty Kitty? What's it do, huh? Huh? What? What's that?
Before I answer your question, you answer mine. What did you do? What did you do to my body?
What?
Answer me. What did you do to my body? Oh god, that's a phone. I'll be right back. I'm almost done. I'll be right back. I promise. It wasn't even anyone important. It's some random ass thing. I don't even know what it is. And I can't get my controller. Hold on. Anyways, back to Monokuma.
Ah, you're making me nervous. What did I do? What do you mean? I have no idea. Not a clue.
What the fuck? That's a noise. I clearly don't care. You done? Thank you. My phone was making a noise. I don't know if you could hear it, but... What? What are they talking about? The puppet master did something to Kitty Kitty's body? What does she mean by that?
Looks like sparks are starting to fly, so I'ma slip out before things get bad. You guys continue enjoying life here in the academy, okay? If you get lonely, call me anytime. I'm not coming, though. Catch you later.
And he's gone. And Monokuma disappeared, leaving us stricken with despair behind. However, our despair wasn't complete. We did have one tiny sliver of hope. That was... Hey, Kitty Kitty, I know Monokuma's asked you about it earlier, but what was that key that you got from Celes? In all likelihood, it's a key to one of the lockers in the dressing room. Huh? Then did she... I presume that's where she hid it. Where does a wise man hide a leaf? In the forest. We should see for ourselves right away. Yes, you're right. We left the class courtroom in a hurry and headed for the dressing room. Please let it be in there. As we drew near the dressing room, Kitty Kitty turned back to look at us, saying in a low tone, I'll take care of the rest by myself. Everyone else return to the cafeteria. I'll tell you what I find when I'm finished. Why only you? Isn't it obvious? As she spoke, Kitty Kitty glanced up at the security camera. That's not what I mean. What I want to know is why you? There's a chance you're the mole. Then I'll go too. You? Please, let me do it. Squabbling over this here will just attract unwanted attention. Suit yourself. Thank you, Togami. Very well then, we shall be waiting. See you back in the cafeteria, dude. What? Nagi's going with Kitty Kitty? I get it. Break a leg, Nagi. With a girl like her, you just gotta make the first move and you're set. Not paying any mind to Asahina's misunderstanding, everyone else went back to the cafeteria together. We should get going too. Yeah. I don't ship anyone in Danganronpa, to be totally honest. Except for Asahina and Sakura. They're best buds. They're gay. They're gay as hell. Anyways, in the interest of time, let's get started right away. Kitty Kitty pulled the key she'd gotten from Celeste out of her pocket and inserted it into one of the lockers. She slowly opened the locker, and inside, Rodrigo was safe. Good morning. It feels like it's been a while. It's all right, thank goodness. Coming from Kitty Kitty, there was a surprising sense of sincere relief in her voice. I did exactly what Celeste told me to. I stayed quiet and didn't make a peep. And also, I should be able to access the files on this hard drive soon. Tomorrow at the earliest. I'll just keep working at it. Just wait a little bit longer, okay? Anyway, that settles that. In this case, yes, you could say things have been settled, but... Could we stay here just a bit longer? I'd really like to hear your story while we've got this chance. Please, Kitty Kitty, what were you doing all by yourself? Is that why you came with me? To have this conversation? But it's nothing you need to know right now. I don't need to know? I'm concerned about you, Kitty Kitty. Concerned? When you went missing during the investigation without saying a word, yes, I was concerned. And then you wouldn't even explain yourself. You keep doing this, and it's natural people would suspect I'm the puppet master's mole. You do too, don't you? No, I don't! I believe in you, Kitty Kitty. You believe in me? Why wouldn't I? What's so unnatural about trusting a friend? That's why I wanted to talk to you. I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. All right. I'll try believing too. Believing in you. Then, okay, I'll talk. I'll tell you why I disappeared and where it is I went. You see... Oh my god, this after trial is really long. What Kitty Kitty told me then, in all honesty, came as a surprise. Despite the fact that I just declared I believed in her, it wasn't something I could easily accept. So I waited to confirm it for myself with my own eyes. And when nighttime rolled around, I set out. To do what? What did she say? There are no cameras or TV screens in the men's room on the second floor. In the supply closet there, along the back wall. I'm really going to find out what Kitty Kitty told me about at the back of the supply closet in the men's room? I guess so. In the next episode! Because my voice is tired and my mom's going to be home in like 5 minutes. So, in the next episode, we will be seeing what Kitty Kitty is talking about. So, I hope you all enjoyed this trial. I love this execution. I hate Celes. I hate Ifumi. I liked Ichimaru. I didn't want him to die. But, hey, what can you do? Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. In the next episode, we're going to see what's in the supply closet in the men's room. Hopefully that'll go well. Hope you all enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next video. Keep calm and party conservatively.